Welcome, English 1102 friends. This is a short guide to the syllabus for fall 2002. You can see I've got it pulled up right here. This is composition 2. You've got the CRN information. If you need to come find me in person, my office is in Cartersville. It's A320B up on the 3rd floor in the front corner of the A building. I am in there. You've got the office hour times right there. The prerequisites for this course, you need to have passed 1101 with a C or better. If you've got some concern about that, just be in touch with me and we'll sort it out. Here is a somewhat important piece of information, this course description. And what's important here is the three aspects of this course, the three main aspects of this course. English 1102 continues to emphasize the principles of clear, concise, well-organized expression from 1101. This is still a composition course. This is still supposed to teach you to write clearer and cleaner. And hopefully that happens through a combination of the things we are reading. And as you are reading them, I hope you're thinking about the sort of specific concrete language that is being used in the stuff that we are reading, as well as in your writing. And what I'm grading for, a big piece of what I'm grading for when I grade your writing is that clear, specific, detailed, concrete language. It is also an introduction to literary study, and essentially what that really means is that sort of literary analysis, critical analysis. That's a third of the class too. And then the course includes training in research procedures and research writing. There's 2 research assignments in this course. They are connected. There's the bibliographic essay, what some people call an annotated bibliography, what some people call a literature review, a research summary. And then linked is the research paper, which you will then use your research from that bibliographic essay and use it to write the research paper. There are course objectives, goals, and learning objectives. There's no print text for this course because all the readings and assignments are linked in D2L. There you go. Because of that, you will need regular access to the web to pull up D2L, pull up those links, read those links. For this class to truly be successful, you should be prepared to actively engage and participate in class. We're not going to meet in a classroom, so you can't participate in class in the traditional sense, but you should first and foremost read the assigned work thoroughly. That's the important part for you guys, especially when it comes to the exams. If you sit down to take these exams and you have fallen behind in the reading, the exams are going to become much more difficult and much more time intensive because you're going to go spend the exam going back and reading and trying to familiarize yourself and understand both the concepts and the content. And the exams are just going to become much tougher if you sit down and you haven't done the reading or you have fallen behind in the reading. I will communicate with you when I need to communicate with you, especially sort of weekly at the least. I will communicate with you via D2L announcement, and the GHC Outlook email is how you will turn in work and I will return work to you. So you'll turn in work as email attachments using Outlook. I'll then grade it and return it to you using Outlook. So that's how you get your grades. You should check both of those regularly, D2L and your Highlands email. If you decide to use your personal email, Gmail, something like Yahoo, whatever else you use, sometimes that can get filtered out by the college's spam filter, so be careful with that. Sometimes the system just filters that out, and I mean, I can't do anything to help you with that, so be careful if you decide to use your personal email. Also, while I use D2L as a content management service, I don't use its email system. I hate D2L email. If you email me in D2L, I may see it in December, I may never see it. Also, when you turn in those assignments, those exams, those papers, if you submit an assignment to me, please don't share documents with me. Don't send me Google Docs. Don't send me stuff from shared drive. Send me stuff as an attachment. And please no PDFs. Please don't send me PDFs for the same reason, which is I can't then open and mark on them and grade them and edit them. So send me docx's. I will open them, read them, grade them, save that, and return it to you, read and graded. When you turn in that work, please 12-point standard font. This is basic stuff. double space, top of the first page should include your name. Please, when I open a document that you have sent to me as an attachment, the first thing I want to see is your name, and then the date, and then the assignment. Exam 1, Exam 5, research paper. That information should be followed by the title of the paper. When you turn in papers, and for us, that will be the bibliographic essay, the research paper, as well as the 3 short papers, Exam 2, 4, and 6. All formal papers require an assignment-specific title, not paper 2 or research paper. Those are terrible, boring titles. The due dates are listed on the syllabus and on the course website. I generally don't accept late assignments except in extenuating circumstances and with prior approval. That's an important piece. If you see that you're going to have to turn in something late, either because you've got a scheduling conflict or it's just the work is taking longer than you thought, let me know and we can figure that out. It's much easier for me to accept that and for me to be okay with that than 2 days after something was due, you email me and say, "Oh, Solons, I forgot about this," or "I've been sick." Well, we're past the due date, and you're sort of catching me out of the blue with the situations, so it's a little more complicated for me to accept that work. So if you see that you're going to be late, let me know as quick as you can. You don't need to worry about not being rude because we're not meeting in person. So that's really not relevant to us. Academic honesty and integrity is relevant and important to us, though. And it becomes really important in this course, at least in the past few semesters. What has become relevant and important for me to bring up and talk about with this is, if you sit down to take these exams and you haven't done the reading, or you don't feel comfortable writing about your ideas or something like that, and you decide to go to Google something on the internet or look things up or looking for knowledge, and then that finds its way into your answers, that becomes a problem. And the reason for that is, to avoid plagiarism, you must cite all quotations, summaries, and paraphrases, as well as any facts or ideas that are not common knowledge. You must be careful to put paraphrases and summaries in your own words. When you are doing all of the exams for this course, you should not be using any outside. You should not need to cite anything because you should not be using any outside material. And what has happened the past few semesters in this course is phrases, sentences, paragraphs from outside sources find their way into students' work. Students say, "Well, I didn't know that was plagiarism." Now you know it's plagiarism. Ignorance is no defense of that, first of all. But second of all, now you know. You can't say you don't know because I just told you and it's in the syllabus. Summaries and paraphrases, when you put things into your own words, what matters is that where you got the idea from originally, so you need to cite that. But you should not be needing to cite anything in your exams because that should be between the stuff you read and your brain and your document that you're turning into me. Every semester lately, I've had multiple cases of plagiarism. I don't want that to be the case here. If you're struggling, if you're falling behind, be in touch with me. But don't put yourself into the position of having to deal with this. And if you have any questions after this video about what is or isn't plagiarism, be in touch with me. And when you get to the bibliographic essay and research paper, we can talk about citation. There's some guidance for citation and videos in that research paper module. You won't prepare and participate for class in the traditional way because this is an online course. But the thing that I think is important about this is anybody can ask any writing related question that he or she wants. No question about writing is stupid. If you're working on these exams or these papers and you've got a question about how I'm grading or how things should be organized or what an introduction should do or those kinds of basic writing questions, please don't hesitate to be in touch with me about that, either via email or Zoom or whatever is most convenient for you. Or I can't say enough about how useful the GHC Writing Center is. If I can't meet with you at a time that's convenient to you, get with the Writing Center, especially Professor Harrington. She is wonderful. She is the director of the Writing Center, and she can help you with anything. Please don't. A lot of this has to do with face-to-face class, and that's not relevant to us. But please don't film, record, or photograph any documents from the class or anything like that. that becomes both a copyright infringement issue and a problem in several different ways. If you need some kind of disability accommodation, especially for you guys, since this is an online course, the way this is probably relevant, if it's ever relevant, is in terms of the time you need to take exams and turn in assignments. If something like that comes up, you can be in touch with me, or you can go through student support services. Either one of those will take care of whatever accommodations you need. And if you need something like that, we want to be sure you get accommodated. Here's the grade breakdown for this course. There are 7 exams. 4 of those are short answer exams. Those are the odd number exams, 1, 3, 5, and 7. Those are, I'll give you 12 questions. You'll pick 8 and answer them in 4, 5, 6, 7 sentences. The even number exams, 2, 4, and 6, those are short essays, 500, 600, 700 words. Regardless of which kind it is, each of those exams counts for 10% of the final grade. That gets you to 70. And then there are 2 research assignments. There is the bibliographic essay, where you will find 4 sources about your topic and then write a body paragraph about each of those sources with an introduction paragraph and a conclusion paragraph around that, so you'll end up with a 6-paragraph essay. And then the research paper, both of those assignments are about 1,000 words apiece. You will hopefully, when you do the research paper, you will use all or most of the same sources from the bibliographic essay. You will use those to write a research paper that shows or proves or develops or demonstrates some kind of thesis about your topic. That gets you to the first thing that you really need to do for this semester, which is go into the Research Project Guidelines and Information module and select your topic. You will use this topic for both the bibliographic essay and the research paper. It's 2 pages worth of topics. I think there's like 60-something topics. They are organized under the headings like Gothic and Grotesque, just like our readings. So the headings aren't topics, like Gothic and Grotesque isn't a topic. But the trial of lynching in Leo Frank and Marietta, well, that is a topic you could write about. Or John Burgess and the 1980 Harvey's casino bombing, well, that's a topic you could pick. So what you need to do, and this is really the first assignment, even though it's not graded, but the first task that you need to take care of for this semester is to pick a topic, email me and let me know that topic, because it's only 1 topic per person per course. So email me, I'll mark you down for that topic, and then you're good to go. If you have questions about any of this, about the syllabus, the guidelines, the grade breakdown, the research topic, any of those things, don't hesitate to be in touch with me, and I will try to clarify or answer anything that I can for you. Otherwise, the first piece that's due is not due, I believe, until September 1st. And that information is covered in the schedule, the reading and assignment schedule video. This is really just an introduction to the basic guidelines for the course. If you have questions about any of those guidelines, please don't hesitate to be in touch with me. And I look forward to reading y'all's work and hearing from y'all this semester. Thank you.